Most people spend their lives chasing money. Wake up, commute, work, repeat. But what if you could flip the script and make money chase you? In Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki shares a story of two fathers, one rich, one poor, and the radically different ways they taught him about wealth. And if you've ever wondered why school never taught you how money really works, this video is for you. Lesson 1. The rich don't work for money. When Robert was 9, he asked his rich dad how to make money. So Rich Dad gave him a job, paying just 10 cents an hour. He worked in a small store, stocking shelves, taking out trash. Eventually, he got frustrated and quit. That's when Rich Dad dropped the first bombshell. The moment you let fear or greed control you, you're no longer free. Don't work for money, make it work for you. Here's what that means. Most people trade time for money. You put in hours now, you get paid. Stop working and the money stops too. Rich people flip that model. They build systems, rental income, royalties, businesses, investments, things that earn whether they're there or not. They don't chase more hours. They chase assets that pay them again and again. Robert's poor dad told him, get a good job, work hard, climb the ladder. Rich Dad said, forget the ladder, own the building. If this lesson is already making you think differently, consider hitting that like button. It won't earn you passive income, but it will earn this video a little algorithm love. Lesson 2. Financial literacy beats a high income. Robert's poor dad had a PhD. He was highly educated, made good money, but he still struggled with debt. Meanwhile, Rich Dad never finished 8th grade, yet he owned real estate, businesses, and made money in his sleep. Why? Because it's not about how much you make, it's about how well you understand money. It's not how much money you make, it's how much you keep. Think about it. Lottery winners go broke. Doctors earning 6 figures still live paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because income does not equal wealth. Financial literacy is knowing the difference between an asset, puts money in your pocket, a liability, it takes money out. Poor Dad thought his house was an asset. Rich Dad taught Robert that unless it generates income, it's a liability. Imagine two friends. One earns $200,000 a year but spends $210,000. The other earns $60,000 but saves, invests, and buys assets. Guess who's actually getting richer? Lesson 3. The rich teach their kids about money. Robert's two dads had very different dinner table conversations. Poor Dad said, go to school, get good grades, find a secure job. Rich Dad said, learn how money works, make it work for you. That difference shaped Robert's entire life. Most schools teach algebra and Shakespeare, but not taxes, investing, or how to read a balance sheet. When Robert asked his poor dad how to get rich, poor dad got uncomfortable. We're not rich, work hard and you'll be fine. When he asked Rich Dad handed him a comic book and said, look closer, you see fun. I see a business opportunity. He had Robert and his friend open their own comic rental service, a mini business, at age 9. Rich families talk about money. Poor and middle-class families treat it like a taboo. By not teaching about money at home or in school, we're programming children for financial struggle. And here's the kicker. If you don't teach your kids about money, the world will, and the world profits when you stay financially naive. Lesson 4. Escape the rat race. Most people wake up, go to work, earn a paycheck, and spend it, then repeat and repeat and repeat. Kiyosaki calls this the rat race. His poor dad was stuck in it. Work harder, get a promotion, buy a better car, take on more debt, and start over. It's endless. But his rich dad taught him something different. The moment you realize you can buy income, everything changes. Rich Dad didn't chase raises. He chased assets, things that generate cash flow. As a teen, Robert watched his rich dad buy a small parking lot. It looked boring, no glamour, no corner office, but every month that boring slab of pavement brought in more money, even when Rich Dad was on vacation. Most people trade time for money, but the rich, they buy assets and let those assets generate money while they sleep. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die. And the first step, stop working for money. Start building systems that make money for you. Lesson 5. The rich understand taxes and corporations. Kiyosaki's poor dad believed in being an honest, hard-working employee. Pay your taxes first, then live off the leftovers. But his rich dad, he played by a different set of rules. It's not about evading taxes. It's about understanding how the system works and playing smarter. Robert was shocked to learn that the rich don't necessarily pay less in taxes, they just pay it differently. Employees get taxed before they spend, business owners spend before they're taxed. That's the hidden power of a corporation. Rich Dad explained that corporations are like legal shields. They protect income, reduce tax burdens, and create leverage. Not only that, they allow the rich to control money, reinvest earnings, and expand their assets faster. Most people never learn this in school. Rich Dad called taxes the single greatest expense in most people's lives. And yet we spend more time picking out Netflix shows than we do understanding how to legally reduce them. Financial education isn't just reading charts and crunching numbers. It's knowing how the game is played. Recap. So, here's what Rich Dad taught Robert. And what most of us were never taught in school. Lesson 1. The rich don't work for money. They learn, adapt, and make money work for them. Lesson 2. Financial literacy is the real secret weapon. Understand assets, liabilities, and protect your cash flow. Lesson 3. Work to learn, not just to earn. Every job is a classroom if you look at it the right way. Lesson 4. Mind your own business. Build income streams outside your 9 to 5. Lesson 5. Use corporations and tax strategy like the rich do. It's not cheating, it's chess. The big idea: Rich Dad didn't hand Robert a fortune. He handed him a new way of thinking. And once your mindset changes, your money habits follow, your goals get clearer, your future gets richer. Hey, don't let this video be just edutainment. Seriously, if you watch this far, you're already ahead of most people. So, be a Rich Dad thinker. Hit that like button. Drop your favorite lesson in the comments and subscribe, because the next video, it might just change how you think about everything.